Today, let's look at a different kind of pencil from the thrift shop. Hello, everyone. Another trip to the Mennonite Thrift, another purchase of pencils. This one, for reasons unknown, considerably more expensive than the usual bag of pencils, although this is from a different thrift shop than I normally go to. Still a Mennonite Central Committee shop, which have the best Bibles and pencils, in my estimation. If you have a MCC thrift shop near you, go seek it out. This one, for some reason, this thrift shop does not put packing tape at the top of their Ziploc bags full of pencils, just leaving them open to unscrupulous pencil buyers to come and sort through and take the ones they want and leave the rest behind. I am not an unscrupulous pencil buyer. Well, I guess it's more accurate to say my lack of scruples does not extend to that sort of shenanigans. All right, these are round pencils, so they're all going to roll away. I've lost one already. Let's pull a representative victim here and take a closer look. These are from the General's Pencil Company out of Jersey City, New Jersey, I believe. New Jersey somewhere. These are called Multi-Pastel chalks, and they have a number designation on them, which tells me there may be a lot of colors in this series: 4414, 4465. But in this set, there seemed to be a lot of doubling up. Whatever use these were being put to. They're heavy on the white and blue, light blue, indigo blue. This one is labeled differently, fabric chalk, number 73. Doesn't have a color on the shaft, but that looks like a... Sorry about the lighting here today. Maybe that's a gray or a slate blue. We have scarlet red. That stands out a little bit. So let's take a look at how these operate. I know zero about chalks. I know a little more about pastels. Had to ask Mrs. Moving About for her opinion on these, and she thinks maybe someone was using them for quilting or some such to mark the line, which would explain the many white ones if you're working on a dark fabric and you're trying to mark out your quilting line. I suppose you might do it that way. I don't know. Now these probably will end up belonging to Mrs. Moving About and my son, who sometimes chalk the chalkboard at our local church. I'm going to make use of, I didn't point out this one. Also a General's product, the Sketch and Wash. This is like a water-soluble graphite. It makes a nice dark line, but it's also water-soluble. So if you want to use that with your watercolors or some such, that's what that one is for. Also, this one came with a little plastic point protector. That's kind of neat. Might commandeer that for some other use. Let's see how these sharpen up. I'll take this one that's been sharpened a lot already, and I will make use of the very nice Staedtler 2-aperture handheld sharpener from Scott over at Thrift Store Bible. We'll use the hole designated for colored pencils. I think it makes a blunter tip, which is more likely to remain intact. I think that did okay. I don't want to press my luck by trying to get it too sharp. I'll leave it there. Let's get a couple of these sharpened up that were broken. Generals makes, I believe they still make all of their pencils using cedar wood, and it's one of their selling points. So if you buy a General's pencil, you know you're getting a nice cedar pencil, the best wood ever used for pencil manufacturing, and it's the gold standard for pencil making. Well, let's do this one too. Get a little bit of sharpen on this one. This is black. It's not going to be, oh, see what I did? Got cocky, broke the point off. See if I can bring it back. Is this anyway? Well, that's the indigo blue. I may have got a point jammed in there and it's not gonna, I did. Okay, that one's gonna have to be not appearing in this video. Hey, because I don't want to waste time clearing out that sharpener. All right, let's just see how these do. And I'm working close in on this paper today because I want to be able to write directly on it. Start with the light blue. What else do we have? White. And then something different. Scarlet red. I don't know how that's going to show up on here. Not very well. My out of colors, light gray. That shows up pretty well. It feels more like a chalk and less like a pastel. So if you're going for a really dry pastel look, I suppose these would be useful in that regard. Plus, if you had some artistic skill, that's probably also useful. So I'm not sure how something like this would blend. I just broke another point. Apparently these are very delicate. Guess they would blend. Probably use a blending pencil on that. Get the desired effect. No, there's no repairing it now. What does the sketch and wash look like? That's weird. That one feels like a... Maybe I was wrong about this. That feels like a waxy, almost like a crayon. Thought it was a water-soluble graphite. Maybe it is, but it sure feels funny when you're writing with it. Not a big fan of the feel of that. Although I'm not an artist, I'm sure it's useful. Anyway, before this gets too gross with all the messing up on my paper, let's just call it a day. Multi-Pastel chalks from Generals. If you're an artist, they're probably useful. I don't really find... I'm unlikely to find use for them myself, so these will probably go redonated or to my wife and my son or my daughter, who may use them for journaling or some such. Thanks for watching this review today, and I hope to see you here again next time.